Hi, everyone. Welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. I see Ebony K. Williams is added again, and I will provide the link in the description box. This time, she is back on the air talking about being a single mother by choice, as if that is just as if that's something unique. And we know that for the past 30 plus years, Black women have been choosing to become single mothers by choice in the choices that they make in men to have kids without being married first. But I have an issue with Ebony K. Williams in that she is an accomplished woman who has been surrounded by high value men, maybe mid value men, and she has still not been able to lock down a husband. And it's not that she can't get a husband. It's just that it's a particular type of a man that she wants. I don't know her personally. I'm just speculating and giving an opinion. There is a particular type of a man that she's looking for. And as I've come to realize with a lot of these women, these high value women who are of a certain age and they're still not married or don't have children, and I'm going to get to her talking about the single motherhood in a minute. But I have come to realize that a lot of these women, because of who they are in life, their social standing and stuff like that, not to mention being in the sisterhood code thing or whatever, these women want a certain caliber of man. And quite frankly, these are men. This is why I try to talk to the younger ladies. These are men that you should try to get before you're 25 years old, whether you are in college or not, or working your way up or not. You pick a good man and then you climb up the ladder with him alongside you. Or he's gonna, if you pick a good man from from jump or whatever, he's going to climb that ladder and you will be along for the ride. And this is what a lot of women, particularly in our community, don't seem to realize. We see this with other cultures, and I've mentioned before, I have worked in predominantly white settings, grew up around white people. They, as a couple, the white man, white woman, they would get together while they're in college or while they're in residency at the hospital, high student loans or whatever. And then they would build their lives together, married. A lot of Black women, for what I have seen, they want the finished product of a man. They want to finish college themselves, which, okay, is nothing wrong with that. So I don't want people saying that I'm trying to make Black women settle or, something like that. It's not a matter of settling. And I think I've said in a previous video before, I encourage some of you ladies, and not really, because a lot of people, they're not going to really want to share their personal business, their personal lives. But I have said in previous videos before, talk to some of these career women who concentrated or focused solely on their careers, and then they got to a certain age and there's no husband and there's no children. I disagree with Ebony K. Williams for her to be, and I think when I talked to her about her in a previous video, I said she was 40, but I believe she might still be 39. So she is right at the threshold of 40. And in my opinion, instead of her trying to talk to younger ladies, 23, 25, 28 maybe, and saying, ladies, you know what? Don't go down the road that I took. I focused on my career. I this, I that. I had fun, whatever it is that she did. And I believe she was married at one point. So it makes you wonder, okay, well, why did that marriage dissolve? But that's another topic. Instead of some of these accomplished women trying to warn younger women, they want to place the blame on men. They want to place the blame on outside influences instead of looking within, instead of self-reflection. So now she's talking about being a single mother by choice. And this is what gets me with a lot of women. So many women want to say how men don't care about their children, their offspring, or whatever. But a lot of women don't care either. For you to make a conscious choice to bring a child into this world without their dad, that means you don't care either. You are being selfish. And something else that I would like to say real quick, and I think I already mentioned it. A lot of these women, they want a man that they can show off to their friends. That is the main reason why you have like Tracy Ellis Ross, Lolo Jones, 40-year-old virgin, which I'm not clowning her for that, but there's no reason for her. This is something I wanted to actually say. Lolo Jones, Tracy Ellis Ross, Taraji P. Henson, and Eboni K. Williams, and I'm sure that there is a host of other women out there like these women. How many friend zone guys do they have in their little roster that would love to make them a wife? And probably he's a good man too. But because he's not whatever is in their mind as the tip top, cream of the crop, top shelf type of man, wealthy, handsome, maybe a little bit beta so she could kind of control him. The main reason why these women, it's not that they can't be married, it's a particular man that they are looking for. And the fact that they would rather be single than to, I hate to use the word settle because that's kind of a triggering word. Like, because I've heard, women on Kevin Samuel's show, on Kendra G's show. It's like picking like the nice guy, the average guy, the stable guy who, okay, the average guy. Let's say he makes $75,000 a year. For some women who may only be able to maybe pull a $40,000 a year man, she would rather be single than to build a life with a good man. And you're seeing in some of these videos, a lot of these women, they would rather forego a good man because he doesn't make her toes curl or whatever. But going back to Eboni K. Williams, I don't agree with the fact that she wants to become a mother by choice. And I'm going to share the video because the way she's talking like this is Black women's only choice, like Black women have not been making that choice for the past 30 plus years. When you decide to have a child without a husband, you are already making a choice to be a single mother, period. I don't care what that man tells you. And I'm not going to go into all of the rebuttals. I've been down this road more times than I care to remember. Online, when you talk to a lot of Black women about, I'll just say just one thing. Well, marriage doesn't mean anything because he could steal this or he could steal that. Ladies, I'm like really trying to encourage you to pick a nice man, a decent man early on, because later, I promise you, you're going to look back on the time wasted. You're going to look back on 23, 25, and you're going to think about the nice guy that you kind of thumb your nose at because he didn't have enough swag, or you were too ashamed to show him off to your friends because he drove a car that's 5 years old or something like that. A lot of Black women, and I've said this before, Black women are keeping Black women single. because y'all get in y'all's echo chambers and you tell each other, girl, you deserve 6'6", $6 million in the bank. And you got 3 kids by 3 different men, girl. A real man is going to come in for you and this, that, and that. Y'all be keeping each other single. There's nothing wrong with an average guy. Average, stable, comes home every night, works hard, buys you whatever you want within reason. That's another topic. There's nothing wrong with being average. And I remember Eboni K. Williams, that was like just a death knell or whatever to an average man. I'm too good to be with an average man. Is her reasoning is ridiculous. But she's within her right to feel that way. But my concern is the women who are so cavalier about having children with no father. Without having a husband and then having a father in the home for the children. Black women have to stop pretending like they care so much about children when a lot of you all don't, honestly. But that was my topic for today. I had to address that. And I wanted to come back to Eboni anyway, because after she made the comment about she would date the owner of a bus. She wouldn't date a bus driver, but she would date the owner of the bus line or whatever. Again, she's within her right to feel that way. But when you start talking about children deserve a father. And I think it's so unfortunate that people don't care enough for children and their needs when it comes to that. I grew up without my father. Eboni grew up without her father. So why she would repeat that cycle on her own child is beyond me. But check out my other videos. Make sure you vibe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.